Hello, thanks for joining us in Haske-Tv News with Ahmed Abubakar. Governor Abu Kefas of Taraba State has pledged full support of his administration to National Hydropower Project Producing Areas Development Commission for the development of host communities in the state and the country at large. The governor made the pledge when he received the managing director of Padek, Abubakar Sadiq Yelwa, and members of the management committee on a courtesy visit at the T.Y. Danjuma House in Jalingo, Taraba State, Northeast Nigeria. He commended President Bola Tinubu for approving the inclusion of Taraba State as a member of the commission, describing the decision as timely and strategic given the state role in Nigeria's hydroelectric power generation chain. He assured the commission of the state government's readiness to work closely with it to ensure that communities affected by hydroelectric projects benefited from targeted development intervention. Earlier, Yelwa said the visit was part of an ongoing tour of new member states of the commission, including Kaduna, Taraba, Gombe, and Nasarawa, which were formally admitted in June 2023. He noted that flooding, erosion, environmental degradation, displacement, and disruption of traditional livelihoods were real, stressing that these are everyday experiences of families, farmers, traders, and young people whose lands and waters support national development. Vice President Kashim Shettima departed Abuja to represent President Bola Tinubu at the inauguration of Guinea's President Mamadi Doumbouya in Conakry. The Vice President will later proceed to Davos, Switzerland, to attend the 56th annual meeting of the World Economic Forum, WEF 2026. According to a statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Communications in the Office of the Vice President, Stanley Watcher, Shettima will represent President Tinubu at the inauguration scheduled for Saturday, 17th January in Conakry. The statement said the visit underscores Nigeria's commitment to regional leadership, economic cooperation, and global economic integration. The statement added that the trip aligns with Nigeria's leadership role within ECOWAS and efforts to support Guinea's return to constitutional order after a 4-year transition. The federal government says Nigeria's removal from the European Union's list of high-risk jurisdictions for money laundering and terrorist financing will ease compliance requirements on financial transactions between Nigeria and EU member states. The development will create a more favorable environment for trade, investment, and cross-border financial flows. The Nigerian Financial Intelligence Unit (NFIU) explains that transactions involving Nigerian individuals, businesses, and financial institutions will no longer be subject to enhanced due diligence measures applied to high-risk countries. The NFIU said the delisting comes at a critical time in the global economic landscape and is expected to strengthen Nigeria's credibility as a reliable economic partner for European markets. Reacting to the development, the Chief Executive Officer of the NFIU, Hafsat Abubakar Bakari, described the decision as a strong endorsement of Nigeria's ongoing financial and regulatory reforms. She said the NFIU plays a key role in coordinating national anti-money laundering, counter-terrorist financing, and counter-proliferation financing efforts while improving the use of financial intelligence nationwide. You are watching Haske-Tv News. We are now going for break, after which we will return and the news will continue. Stay with us. Welcome back. The news continues. The National Economic Council (NEC) has resolved to deepen engagement with key stakeholders to boost non-oil revenues in line with the economic blueprint of President Bola Tinubu's administration. Chairman of the Council and Vice President Kashim Shettima called for an accelerated transition from an oil-dependent economy to non-oil-driven one anchored on competitive manufacturing, export diversification, and increased private sector investment. The Council also approved the constitution of a committee to implement the President's directive on the actualization of legacy projects. The committee will be chaired by the Governor of Cross River State, with one governor from each geopolitical zone serving as members: Sokoto State for the Northwest, Gombe for the Northeast, Niger for the North Central, Abia for the Southeast, and Lagos for the Southwest. Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Budget and Economic Planning, Deborah Odo, will serve as Secretary of the committee, while the Ministers of Works and Transportation are also members. According to a statement by Vice President spokesperson Stanley Watcher, the resolutions were reached on Thursday during the 156th meeting of the National Economic Council and its first meeting of the year held virtually. The decisions followed a presentation on the economic priorities of 2026 by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun. The National Association of Nigerian Students, (NANS), has confirmed the release of 52 youth arrested during a protest over security concerns in Ekpoma, Edo State. In a statement on Friday, NANS National President Oladoja Olushola said 38 of these released are students of Ambrose Ali University, while 14 others are youth from the host community. The association said it engaged relevant authorities to secure the release of all detainees and the withdrawal of charges